me ask you a question, right? I have this theory. I feel that the dudes who constantly go back to jail, like constantly, 7, 8, 10 bids, I think they're secretly gay.
Nah, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say they secretly gay.
I don't know anyone. Like, listen, I have male friends. You're my friend. We can hang out. I can't spend 2-3 days with you. Like, I'm gonna go lose my fucking mind. I can hang out with a female for 2 or 3 days.
I think the female and male species are just like that. Girls, they need their space from their friends, and we need our space from our friends. But what I'm saying is, you think they're gay, right? I'm not gonna say that, right? I'm gonna say it's something called institutionalized, right? You do all this time. What was that? Shawshank Redemption? Remember, you ever seen that?
Yeah,
when you do all this time and so much changes, all your friends are dead, all the stores are changed, you have no job opportunities, you're on parole, you know what I'm saying? You're not making no money. Women might not want you, or they might want you, or you might not even gotta remember how to love a woman again because you've been gone 20 years. The smell of a woman might turn you on, but it might be weird to her. They're so institutionalized. You're waking up 6 and 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's institutionalized. They walk. You could see it sometimes. You could be in a club and a dude, you could just tell he just came home. It's like, you could just see it. He's on that time and they're institutionalized. So in their mind, they make all the wrong mistakes because number one, you're trying to catch up. So when you make all the wrong mistakes, boom. I done seen dudes be gone for 10 years, come home for a year, start selling drugs, and fuck up again, and now they got mad time because they got a record. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a cycle because you can't come home to a job. That's number one, Vlad. Who's gonna hire you if you got a murder charge? Fucking Saks Fifth ain't hiring you, or McDonald's ain't hiring you. You know what I'm saying? Either one. Nobody's hiring you with a murder charge, attempt murder. Then if you got fraud or something, a bank ain't hiring you. Who's hiring you? There's no opportunity for dudes when they come home and do 10 years. So they go back to the same block, I've seen it a million times, and try to sell drugs, and they're not successful. They get caught again and have another case because everybody needs money. They feel like money's an essential. So instead of them to take time, move outside, change their life, find a job, they thinking about that fast money again. So it's just a cycle. Then you institutionalize. A lot of motherfuckers institutionalize. All they know is jail. You got 3 hots and 3 hots in the cot. You don't have to do nothing in the world. I don't have to worry. I don't have nothing. Some niggas like jail. And it's not because they gay. It's because some of them, maybe, some of them gay, right? But they institutionalized too. You got to remember that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but look, like, I just love women too much to be put in a place where there are no women.
I understand, dude. So
you see? And look, and here's the thing, right? I'm not just talking. I have a lot of friends and regular guests that have done significant jail time and never went back.
So tell us to the young niggas, because it seemed like the young niggas, it's different. We came from a time, I've seen something on YouTube, and it might be Trap Law, one of them guys, because I watch YouTube faithfully. And the kid said, it ain't about the money, it ain't about the bitches no more who got the most jury, it's about the niggas that got the most hats, the most murders. That's how young niggas think now. So say that to the young, say that to the young niggas that want to go to jail for the rest of their life and not have women around. Cause it ain't older niggas now, it's the younger niggas. It's like whoever put in the most work. And if that's how you live, get it how you live. But going to jail for the rest of life, I don't think it's worth it. Like you said, I want to be, and it ain't about being about women, it's about going to eat a beef patty with cocoa bread, going to see the birds. Women play a major part. We all love women. But you know what I'm saying? Going to see the birds, enjoying your kids, enjoying life, flying the world. Because when that gets all taken away from you, like when you're in jail, like a Diddy or Tory Lanez, like we talking about, when that all gets taken away from you, when you come out of that shit, you're so appreciative. It could be a year in jail, because I did skid bids. I ain't do no big bid. You could do a year in jail. And when you come out, you're so appreciative. It could be a fucking Big Mac with French fries. Like, damn. I missed that. All right. I ain't had that shit.
Okay, but look, for example, right? Let's just name actual examples. Freeway Ricky Ross got life in prison. managed to reverse it and did 20-something years. Never went back to prison.
No, definitely. I'm not saying everybody. I'm just saying some dudes.
Let me keep going. Terrence Gangster Williams did 25 years for like 40 bodies. Never went back.
Right.
Roger Bonds, who we both know, I believe he caught a body at one point. Did his time. And now he's out, he's working, he's making his money.
Yeah, definitely.
But all of these guys do not want to go back to prison and have never been back since I met them.
No, those are the exceptions.
Chi Ali, another one, caught a body, did 20-something years, got out, and he's good.
Yes. And those guys are the exception.
Really? That's the exception? That's not the rule?
No, but there's a lot of guys that are not like that.
Well, I remember me and Chi Ali talked about this in our interview. Like, what Chi Ali said was interesting. He said, in terms of dudes that go back to jail, it's usually guys that get smaller bids. They get 5, 10 years, they get out, they hook up with their same friends, they get into the same type of thing. These dudes that are doing 20, 25 years, they get out, it's a whole new world.
Yeah.
Everyone they know is not around, they can't get into the same nonsense, so they really, seriously start their life over, and they actually don't go back.
You just hit it on the nail. You just said it the right way. The dudes that get the lower bids, 5 years, 4 years, they do that. A lot of them learned their lesson. Like I did 2 years maybe, and I learned my lesson. A lot of people learn their lesson, but I had something to come home to. If you don't have nothing to come home to, no family, no friends, you gotta survive, and they're gonna survive by any means necessary. That means maybe picking up a pistol or going back to the block to pick up some drugs or scamming or whatever you do, get it how you live, right? Like you said, them dudes do 5 years, they usually come back and do bids. You're right. You're absolutely right. But I know dudes that did 10 years and did long bids and went back to what they was doing. It just depends on the person.
Yeah, man, listen, I don't get it. It's not that hard not to go to prison. You know what I'm saying? All you have to do is not do crimes.
What you know what I always heard and about the system? It's easy to get in trouble, but it's hard to get out.
True.
That's it. You could have a fight with somebody, and it could just be two little kids, because you see this, my son is 17, so you see stuff. It could be kids fighting. You know how boys do, right? Fighting or whatever, real fight, and a kid lands on his head the wrong way, and you got a case now. It can happen that easy. So it's easy to get in trouble. It's hard to get out. You could be driving with your friends. Drunk, had a couple of drinks. You hit somebody. You got a DUWI and you got problems. It's easy to get in trouble, but it's hard to get out. Now, you know what that DUWI is going to cost me? It's going to cost me $10,000 between programming, lawyers, and fees. You know what that assault is going to charge me? At least $7,000 to $5,000, because I got to pay my lawyer, and I might have to, you never know, pay some hospital bills or whatever it is. So it's easy to get in trouble, and it's hard to get out.
Okay, but I just want to point out, since you and I keep it 100 with each other, we don't sugarcoat anything.
Yeah.
You said you did your 2 years and you learned your lesson.
Yeah.
But let's just keep it 100. If you took out all the lawyer money that you had after that, you take that out, and everything else you got into after that, you had a public defender, do you think you would have not ever gone back to jail?
Yeah, I would have went public defender. I'm going back to jail.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's another thing too.
I'm just gonna say, it's not that you necessarily learned your lesson, but you had the resources to not go back as well.
100%. And I feel like
that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Let's just keep it fair.
Yo, I just had this conversation with one of my guys. You can't go to trial with illegal aid, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta lawyer up. You can't fight any case with illegal aid. If not, it's gonna be the worst outcome. Yes, the resources make things better, but can it save you? Somewhat, to an extent, and that's it.
Yeah.